A man has been arrested for assaulting two teenagers who are bike riders. Put him on full mask. Authorities have arrested Stephen Catterton. Stephen, an Atlanta area man who was seen on surveillance video shoving two children off of their bicycles. They were riding past them. According to Sandy Springs police, the incident happened on the 20th of February. The irony of that, Black History Month. Officers responded to Galambos Way to respond to a report of an assault involving juveniles. Responding officers spoke to the two children who reported that a man they didn't know, they don't have any affiliation with them, assaulted them while they were simply riding their bicycles. It was confusing to the children. The surveillance footage caught the suspect walking alongside a couple when two children riding their bikes came into view. The man suddenly pushes both of the children off of their bikes as they ride past him. Into one, he pushed into a fountain, and the other one he pushed onto the ground. Okay, clear physical assault of a minor or of children. Body cam footage shows police arresting him at a city-sponsored concert at City Springs Theater Company. Keep that picture up. This man just assaulted children and went to a concert. Okay. He has witnesses that saw him do this, including the victims, and he went to a concert. Catterton is heard protesting his arrest as he's being handcuffed by the police, the Sandy Springs police. Quote, "So you're under arrest," one officer tells Mr. Catterton. "For what?" he says. "For assaulting juveniles," the cop responds. "We have it on camera." Then he says, "They ran right at me." Cop says, "Well, you can tell that to the judge." Yes, there you go. You can tell that to the judge. Then the cop adds, "Pushing kids off bicycles is not only unacceptable, it's also a quick way to meet our officer." End quote. Sandy Springs police wrote on Facebook, quote, "If Mr. Catterton happens to be your neighbor, you may want to use caution." Quote, "Police have not yet released what exact charges he will be facing." Obviously, that's going to be a decision made by the district attorney as to how they prosecute this case. So the police did the right thing. They looked for the guy. They figured out who he was. Obviously, investigation has to happen. They then figured out his whereabouts at the time they needed to get him. They did not wait for him to return back home or send him a summons to come to court later. They went and got him. Man, no arrested him in public. And then they publicly published on Facebook his arrest and warned, if this is your neighbor, you may want to be careful. Way to go. The police did the right thing. I'm sorry these children had to experience this ridiculous and unprovoked attack. But at least these children have an opportunity to see the wheels of justice move in a direction that would honor them if they happen to be a victim of something like this. All right. We're going to stay on top of it to make sure the DA does the right thing. Sharon, thoughts?
Yeah, Doc, it's important, and please do stay on top of it, because to be randomly, violently attacked in this way, abused, this is child abuse. It's everything. This requires others watching to tackle this perpetrator and keep this person from harming additional members of the public, additional children. It's so serious that I do hope the DA treats this in a manner that is an example, a deterrent to others. It cannot just be pushed aside. These teenagers need to see justice served so that they can begin to heal mentally from this struggle. It's bizarre. It's disgusting.
Yeah. And this is how you restore honor. So these children will be forever impressed with the idea that emerges from this scenario, whatever that idea may be. If the idea is Law enforcement can do good because when I was a teenager, I was a victim. Law enforcement not only stood up for me, prosecuted the individual, but also made sure I felt safe. If that becomes the emerging impression, that transforms the trajectory of a person's belief about what they can do inside of that same system or adjacent to that system. So this is where it happened, right here.